Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Pumas UNAM versus Tigres UANL in Liga MX Apertura 2023 Jornada 6. Pumas UNAM contra Tigres UANL en la Liga MX Apertura Jornada 6. Big match or early match. Tigres top 4. Pumas 12. Pumas is not having a good season. They just lost to Yepez midweek at Yepez, and it wasn't that good of a match for them. Before we get into the starting 11s, big ups to Yepez for joining the Dynasty squad tier. Big ups to him for joining as a member. About time, but big ups. About time, but big ups to Yepez. About time. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. For Pumas, in goal, Julio Gonzalez, the back four, Pablo Monroy, Nathan, Lisandro Magalan, Pablo Benevendo, Jose Caicedo, the midfielder, the four attacking mids, Cesar Huerta, Juan Dineno, Ulises Rivas, Eduardo Salvio, and Fernandez up top for Pumas. For Tigres, in goal, Nahuel Guzman. The back four, Javier Aquino, Guido Pizarro, Samir Caetano, Jesus Angulo, Juan Pablo Vigon, Rafael Carioca, the midfielders, Luis Quiñones, Fernando Gorejan, Sebastian Cordova, the midfield three, and Ibanez, the striker. Gignac is not playing tonight. Oziel's on the bench. I saw, and good for Mancini, eh? Starting 11 for Pumas, once again, Gonzalez, Monroy, Magalan, Nathan, Benevendo, Huerta, Caicedo, Rivas, Salvio, Fernandez, and Dineno under El Turco Mohamed. How we doing, Jay Zarby? MLS Wednesday, what you think? Toronto's losing. That's what I think. I need to see the full slate. Miami, they play on Wednesday? They should play on Wednesday. Starting 11, Guzman, Angulo, Samir Caetano, Pizarro, Aquino, Gorejan, Carioca, Vigon, Quiñones, Luis Quiñones, Cordova, and Ibanez for Tigres under Siboldi. Miami, if they play, if the hurricane goes north enough to where they could play on Wednesday night, Miami will win, Toronto will lose. Fernando Hernandez is the manager, or the referee here. The center ref. But yeah, if the hurricane is able to let them play. Chino Huerta's proven time and time again that he's a key player and score goals, so he should be on the Lambert Jimmy. I think he will be very soon. What made you live stream this? A question. Because somebody said I should do more Liga MX games after the League's Cup is over, and I'm like, well, why not do the Sunday games? Because there's always a couple Sunday games, and I pick the best one on Sundays. And I'll do some Fridays and Mondays as well, like tomorrow. So somebody was like, you should do more Liga MX games. I'm like, you know what? You may be right. Why not make Domingo Futbolero a thing? And other games that are on Saturdays. Because that's how MLS pretty much works. So for most of the rest of this season, we'll do some Sunday games. Tomorrow, Pachuca wins. They should. I'll be live for that one too. 10 o'clock. But, so, thank the person who told me I should do more Liga MX games after the League's Cup is over. So, if they're here. So, they could take credit for that if they're here. So, I took advice. I know. Crazy. I took somebody's advice that isn't my advice, which should have been obvious, but well, I know, crazy, right? The more you do, the better. I shouldn't have needed that advice, but I took it anyway. Here we are. Kickoff, here we go. Tigres wearing their blue, Pumas wearing their white, and we're off at Olímpico Universitario Pumas hosting Tigres. Of course, they'll go to El Volcan next in the spring. Late winter, early spring, I should say. But you get my point. Tigres starting early. Cross in. Nothing there. That'll go out for a throw. So, mostly Sundays, but there will be some Friday games and Monday games that I do, depending. This better work. Tigres looking like they're trying to take the initiative here. They are the better team in this game. Pumas have been absolutely trashed this year. Again, they just lost to Juarez, who have been good this year, but they just lost yesterday. I know, shocking. They were unbeaten. Juarez is going to be the team that shocks everybody this year because there's always one. There's always a team that comes out of nowhere every single tournament. Juarez is one of those. They're going to be that team. But we'll touch on them later this run, I'm sure. I think I picked the Juarez game. I'm sure we'll touch on them. How we doing, Rory? Wonder how Saudi Arabia will do under Mancini. I mean, they'll do okay until they play somebody worth a damn. But wasn't that basically how it was under Hervé Renard? I mean, it pretty much was. 2 minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. Domingo Futbolero. The new thing on this channel, Domingo Futbolero. Thanks to MLS basically playing exclusively on Wednesdays and Saturdays. See, before, at least in my defense, that I had to take somebody's advice was before the Apple season, MLS sometimes played on Sundays. They sometimes played on Fridays. So I couldn't just have a regular old day to do a Mexican game every week. There wasn't Champions League or something that was really big or versus each other. Now that MLS has a certain day, if it's a midweek, it's a Wednesday. If it's weekends, it's Saturday, except for decision day, of course, and then the playoffs, which kind of throw a wrench into this. But other than that, in my defense, back in the ESPN Plus era, MLS was a lot more split. There were some games on Sundays, or, well, at least Toronto doesn't play any games on Sundays because we don't deserve to. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there about Domingo Futbolero once Toronto gets good again and actually gets some national TV games. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. How we doing, Henry? Saludos. Having burgers tonight. That sounds good. I had like spaghetti sauce on like crushed potatoes. So instead of spaghetti noodles, which, was actually pretty good. So, 4th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Free kick, Tigres, drop ball, Tigres. I like those Tigres away kits. The more I see it, the more I like them. The blue kits. Or the refs just holding the ball. I don't know. Pantoja take a victory against Atlantico FC. Puerto Plata 5-4. Becerra took 4-goal first half until second half between 4-2. Espinal scored 2 goals. Players of the match. Took victory for Pantoja first half in Liga. Okay. 5th minute, playing forward Pumas. Union money line, Cincy versus ATL, both teams to score. Miami, Minnesota, Chicago Galaxy versus San Jose, both teams to score. Portland, Salt Lake, both teams to score. Again, Toronto is also playing Philly. Oh, yeah, we're losing. Oh, Union money line. Okay, yeah, there we go. I was like, I didn't see Philly. Oh, Union money line. Oh, yeah, for sure. If Miami plays, the Miami money line, because, of course, Hurricane Idalia at that point. We'll be making landfall on Wednesday morning, depending on how big the storm is. Miami could get some after effects or outer effects, which could stop them from playing that day. But more like midday, I should say, should be the landfall. They'll probably get it in, though. Or depending on how south the storm goes. If the storm goes north into the Big Bend Panhandle region, Miami should play. If it goes into Tampa, we could be having some problems. If it goes any south, could be worse. So, Cincy, Atlanta, both teams to score. I think that's a good pick. Atlanta looks like they'll score some goals. LA Galaxy, San Jose, both teams to score. I'm good with that. I think LA Galaxy with Sharp, they can score goals. San Jose is a good team this year. I'll take both teams to score there. Portland, Salt Lake, both teams to score. Salt Lake's going to score. I agree. Portland, they did fight well with their interim manager yesterday. Yeah, both teams score. I think that's good for all three. Yep. No, they lost. It was yesterday. They somehow lost to Santos. As I said, somebody said you should do more Liga MX matches than just the Clausura playoffs or every so often, like more regularly. And I'm like, well, after Leagues Cup is over, I'm like, you know what? You're probably right, but let me think about it. And then I was like, oh, they play a lot of games on Sundays, and they put some really good ones on Sundays. I'm like, you know what? Since there's nothing I do on Sundays, and you know what? I probably should just plug on and do some, you know. Domingo Futbolero. We'll start with the good one. Then, of course, we got the double next Sunday. The Chivas Monterrey Miami double, which works. LAFC Miami double, which works. 7th minute. But, so thank the person who told me I should do more games. I actually took advice for once. I know. Hell just froze over. I took somebody's advice for once. Hell just froze over. I know. It should have been some I was already doing. But again, in my defense, MLS wasn't always on Saturdays until this season. So now that there's open Sundays, you know. And honestly, the Sunday MLS matches, if they do one, which they haven't done one every week, sort of suck. You know, I mean, do I really want to do Seattle and freaking Minnesota? No. And besides, it was like 3 p.m. You don't want to see me on Lazy Sunday that early. Trust me. Trust me. Philly managed to win in D.C., but they played Leagues Cup. Literally went to penalties. Football's a weird sport. Pumas going forward, 8th minute, 0-0, 0-0. We lost, Rory. Yeah, Chivas lost. You're watching an actual good game, finally. Are you the one who told me to do some Liga MX, more Liga MX games? Feels like you were one of the ones. I think it was a couple of people saying it, but you may not be the one I exactly remember saying it, but I think you did. 9th minute. I actually took somebody's advice. I can't believe it. Nice breeze outside. Nice. It's going to suck because Campeones Cup and U.S. Open Cup final on the same day. How would you cover them? Well, here's the good news. Miami's playing at home, so I could cover that, and I might have enough time to do a RSR for it. LAFC is playing in L.A. I could be live for both. Time zones. One's at 6, one's at 10. I could do both. Time zones are awesome. 6 Central, 10 Central. Time zones are awesome, you know? One's on the other side of the country. One's on the freaking other side. I could do both. That's why I was rooting for Houston because I wanted Miami to host. Second of all, I was rooting for Houston so I could do Miami, Houston, and then LAFC Tigres. Because I knew I'd have enough time to do both. At least live, if not be able to review both in general as well. See? I have a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness. Nobody paid me. I chose to make a new series. Or a new sub-series. Domingo Futbolero because I took somebody's advice after Leagues Cup. I know, crazy, right? And for free. And for free. Sabao 0-0 Vega Real. Pantoja 5-4 Atlantico FC. Tomorrow's Mocha O&M. 2 more games until the semifinal championship stage. No Vega versus Monterrey, which is not bad. We have good youngsters like Padilla and Briguito. Yeah, Vega's a tronco. Like, I saw some Chivas fans like, oh, no, we have no Alexi Vega against Monterrey. I'm like, you know he's a tronco, right? He's living off the goals against Atlas from like 3 years ago. What? He's not that good. You'll be fine. You're top of the league. You'll be fine. Oh, no, I remember that. Don't worry. I remember that. Oh, I'm still watching Central American Cup games. But at least on Sundays, you get some good stuff. 11th minute, player down. Newcastle's a fraud. And y'all won anyway. That's what makes teams elite, though. Snatching wins and even bad performances. And down a man. Again, as I said, somebody said I should do more Liga MX matches after the Leagues Cup is over. And I'm like, well, Sundays are free. I've open Sundays, and they put some good matches on Sundays. So, Domingo Futbolero is a thing now, at least until the MLS playoffs. But for now, for like at least a good 12 weeks, you got a Sunday match. Something like that. For like the next 2.5 months, you got a Sunday match out of Mexico from me. So, and a couple of Mondays and Fridays too, like tomorrow. So, but mostly Sundays. Huerta's off. Oh no, not good. Hopefully he gets to come back on. No. True. And the first player in CONCACAF to win a Ballon d'Or. Now well to take the goal kick here. I don't even know where to watch the Spain second division. I only knew because I had to look it up because if they won, Jesus would have paid me. Then they choked. But he still did join the Dynasty squad membership tier. So technically he did anyway. 13th minute. Tigres playing forward. Game sort of slowed out a little bit. Messi. Crazy, I know. Sometimes. Best MLS jersey this year. Ooh, Portland. Well, I had St. Louis first in the countdown, but St. Louis's home kit, Portland's home kit, it's one of those two. It's basically tied at this point for me. Sad. Well, Portland gets to wear it next year, though, so hopefully a bounce back. Good for Liverpool. Oh, I may just do the Libertadores Sudamericana final if I get YouTube TV by then, because that has been, but I should have it by November. So I'll also try to do the Copa Libertadores and Sudamericana final as well, depending on what pops up. Of course, there's also possible schedule conflicts, but I mean, since they're going to play Miami and León in Copa Interamericana, I shouldn't I? Just watch a review for last night's game. Wasn't able to make it, staying in North Carolina with relatives until we move into a temporary place on Friday. Hopefully you're enjoying North Carolina. Hopefully it all goes well. And most of the review was me just basically being angry at Terry Dunfield and Lorenzo Insigne, but I didn't feel like Toronto played that bad. We still lost 2-0, though. That's out for a throw-in for Pumas. If Newcastle want to cement themselves as a consistent UCL team, they need to start getting top points against others in the top 4. I feel like they're going to fall off a bit this year because they actually have Europe, Newcastle. Yeah, good game, Connor, by the way. GG's to y'all. But again, I feel like Newcastle will fall off a little bit. Like they'll still go to Europa, but they'll be in the top 6. But they're going to fall off because they have Champions League, and let's be honest, they're a thin squad, which is a stupid idea to do, but okay. Tigres playing forward. Out for a goal kick for Gonzalez. I agree. The champions getting forward a bit, but again, this game looks 50-50. It looks like they're basically, in a UFC match, how they're like circling each other for like 2 minutes and they don't throw a punch. This is kind of what this feels like. Newcastle's scary, but they just collapsed versus 10-man Liverpool today. So as I said, they're going to fall off. Pumas playing forward. Nice shot. What are you doing? He should have shot that. What? Lord have mercy. Fernandez, what are you doing? He keeps the ball at his feet. Just no shot. Just gets tackled by Nawel. All right. It's just like chess. You need to convert your winning positions. Exactly. Eddie Howe's a great manager. Can't help but root for him. I agree with that. Carioca. Tigres. Will they make Pumas pay for not shooting that ball and converting that chance? Not right now. Goal kick. How do you not convert that? Like, I can't even tell you. Like, Lord, he should have. Should Vandy be concerned? They struggled a little against Hawaii yesterday. They won. So, Vandy's Vandy. They'll win like 4 or 5 games. Exactly. I don't know if this is going to be any hope for LAFC in the Campeones Cup after what they pulled against Monterrey and León. It's like there's no hope for LAFC. I mean, there's still like a month. Shot saved by Nawel. I mean, it's going to be hard for LAFC to beat Nawel, but at least they have Denny Bwanga and all that. But Campeones Cup is sort of a molero, and Tigres have already won it. I mean, do you think they're really going to go hard for it? It depends. It depends. I'm not completely sure. Like, for me, do they go for it? They've already won it before. They probably see it as a molero because they beat Toronto to win the first Campeones Cup. Let's not forget. Then America played Atlanta. 2020, there wasn't a Campeones Cup, but that would have, well, we don't even know who would have been. Could have been Monterrey. We don't know. 2021 was Cruz Azul. 2022 was Atlas. This year's Tigres once again. I mean, they kind of see it as a molero. They've already won it. Like, if you've won something once and you see it as a molero, do you really go for it? I don't know. Tigres playing forward. This should be the easiest one for LAFC. But then again, we said that before, didn't we? True. He was sort of washed when he was still playing. So had he been still playing and had he not been a complete and utter idiot, he would probably look even worse than he did when he was playing. So I think he was washed anyway. So yeah, because he had a back surgery. I want Club World Cup now. I want to see León beat Al Ahly now. We'll cover Club World Cup. Don't worry. That's all I could say. Are you a Tigers fan? I'm a Mississippi State fan. I have no problem with LSU, though. None, because they're playing Southeast Louisiana. They should easily win that game. If it's even like they're winning by 14 or less, I'm worried. Very worried. They have to come back to win. Sometimes that happens. Playing forward, Tigres, 20th minute. Tigres, 0-0. Nice play. Gorehan. No Gignac. Might just hurt Tigres here. Well, it'd be hilarious either way. Nice. No, I have no idea. That's the problem. I have no idea, which is a good thing. Zero idea. I don't watch the Sun Belt. 20th minute. Oh yeah, I'll be live for Ole Miss, Mississippi State. By the way, that's the only game I do that day. Guess what? Because they're not playing on Thanksgiving in the MLS Cup playoffs. So I will be live for the Egg Bowl. Or I'll at least review it. Southeast Louisiana, Southland. Either way. My bad. Who willingly watches the Sun Belt? I mean, I haven't. Well, wait. Southern Miss is in the Sun Belt, but I really only watch Southern Miss if they have like a game against State or if they're playing a bowl game. So, 21st minute. But thinking about going as Martin Odegaard for Halloween. Might grow my hair out and bleach it then. When I do, I'll send you a snap of it. I mean, if it's only for one day, it better be one of those, just to be safe, it better be one of those like one-day bleaches. Like one of those temporary bleaches. I could have sworn there's like, or wig. 22nd minute. Header. That's the thing. Georgia against Ole Miss at home on November 11th. Go Bulldogs. And by that, I mean Georgia. I don't even want Ole Miss to keep it close. I can't believe it either. And Scott Arfield scored. This guy told me yesterday he was going to touch on Insigne and the RSR that just made it all about him. Well deserved, though. Get him to Saudi. There was really nothing to talk about at this point besides him. Free kick. Listen to me, all right? At this point, would you rather me talk about the same shit different week with TFC or just go off on Insigne? What would you rather me do? At this point, if I'm talking about TFC, I either say the same shit every week or go off on Insigne. Frankly, I think the latter sounds more fun. Besides, everybody loves a rant, so I did still talk about the game enough. PSV should win. Don't blame me. Free kick. Gorehan. Free kick for Gorehan. Carioca standing over as well, or behind. See what happens here. 24th minute. 0-0. Gorehan. Gorehan off the wall. Man, they need Gignac. Cordova puts it back. I'm ready for the NFL season to start, which is next weekend, I think. Like, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, I think. Like, the first full week of September. We cover a small tad of NBA. More likely I cover the MLB playoffs. Hey, if the Raptors make the playoffs, I'll cover it. How about that? Which they won't, but smart. Also, Mateusz Bogus and Mario Gonzalez. Gonzalez, good player. I think he's a good striker. Bogus, He's been a good squad player. He's been good on rotation. He's played well whenever they needed him to play. I like both players. Exactly. He needs to go to Saudi. We need our money back. The WAC was a power conference for 3 decades. And I don't think I was alive back then. I don't even know if my dad was alive back then. Or if he was, I don't know if he was out of high school yet. Get out of here with the WAC. Get out of here with that. 25th minute. Well, I mean, you shouldn't draw to Fulham. Especially when they're down a man, but I don't know about you. I'm happy you did. Broncos 36, Raiders 10, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather say UAB, to be honest. Broncos. Anthony is fast. True. Exactly, but he needs to go. 27th minute. 0-0, 0-0. Made me think of Gonzalo Higuain. What did I do to do that? Yeah, the Jays probably won't make the playoffs, to be honest. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? If it's the Braves that are left instead of the Jays, you know what? Might as well cover the Braves winning their second World Series in 3 years. Might as well. I got the jersey. Might as well. I got the jersey. Fine by me. Braves, Dodgers, 3. The last 3 out of 4 years, the NLCS, Dodgers, Braves. Yeah. You know what? I'm not against it. 27th minute. Monterey plays Cruz Azul at the end of this match. I like. He's not. I get what you're doing, but he's not Ken. I have no family in the wrestling business. Just to say, I have no family in the wrestling business. I am not related to Arn, Oli, Ken, none of them. I'm not related to any of them. I got into wrestling. I love wrestling because I love wrestling. There is no nepotism there. 0. As far as I know. Playing forward. Is Darwin Nunez often disrespected? Yes, he is. He is. 29th minute. And I didn't name check. And by the way, I didn't name check Carl because he's not. He's only kayfabe. If the Dodgers make the World Series, you're going to go for the other team. Assume it's not the Jays. Well, the Yankees aren't making the playoffs. Astros. Well, Dusty Baker already got his, but the Astros suck. They're not really that good right now. If it's the Seattle Mariners, oh, for sure, I'll go for the Mariners. I'm down with that. I'm good with the Mariners winning. Let's see. Texas Rangers, I'd go for the Dodgers. I'd go for the Dodgers if it was the Rangers. I hate the Texas Rangers. Houston, they already got theirs. Dusty Baker got his. So I'd go for the Dodgers. You know, I'd go for the revenge storyline. The Jays wouldn't make it. The Rays, I wouldn't like, you know, I mean, You know what? The Rays, probably for the fact I want them to get revenge. But I don't like the Rays either. I don't really know about that one. Ask me if that happens later. Boston? I'd go with Boston. I have no problem with Boston. The Orioles, you know what? I'd like to see the Orioles win. I hate that I like them, or I hate that I give them respect. I hate that I don't hate them. Let's put it like that. So, 30th minute. The thing that gives us hope is we're collectively becoming difficult to beat. Terry, why are you saying idiotic shit again? 31st minute. Was it ever a good tournament, though? Miami versus Nashville is going to be interesting since they're both playing each other, rematch of the final. If the hurricane doesn't cause any delays. Well, I mean, they'll have to play each other, but it may not be Wednesday. Luis Quinones is down the 31st minute. Still 0-0. Settle again. Still a feeling out process. Nobody's really had any good chances. They're not even throwing punches. And if they are, they're just like little small jabs. Exactly. Like, I'd rather play like shit and win than be hard to beat and lose. But that's just my opinion. Sometimes beggars can't be choosers. Tampa Bay Rays are going to win it all. Sure. I like Randy Arozarena, but I don't know if you carry like that. Confederations Cup 2013, 10 years. Padres are the biggest flop this year. I agree. Thank God the Jays aren't, because the Padres are worse. The Jays aren't the biggest flop this year because the Padres, the Mets are too. Dallas defeated Austin. We should have scored more, but at least we got a win, so thank God Wahoo vamos. Cup Winners' Cup was an amazing tournament. I agree. Padres were supposed to win the NL West this year. Now they won't even make the playoffs. I don't know what happened to the Mets and Padres, but I'm sort of glad because if it didn't happen the way it did, the Jays would be the biggest flops of the year. What about Arizona? What about Arizona State? Arizona State doesn't matter. They suck. 33rd minute. They're not even as good as Arizona proper. And State's still going to rip Arizona the head off their shoulders in week 2. Mississippi State, that is. Yeah, we're playing Arizona again, but this time in Starkville. Jaden DeLora is not a good quarterback. Oh, by the way, I'll be live for both the first 2 games of state season. Lovely. Because Toronto don't play on Saturday. Thank God. I don't have to have a double shot of depression. I only have to have one on Wednesday. Arizona Diamondbacks. They're not going to do anything. Yeah, they may make the wild card. They're not doing anything. Now, Chicago Cubs, though. Marcus Stroman might actually make the playoffs with the Chicago Cubs. He couldn't do it with the Mets. He only could do it twice with the Jays. Huh. I'm fine with it. Didn't expect it, to be honest. Austin's screwed, yeah. I want to say the Blue Jays, but I know I'd be lying through my teeth. I know I'd be lying through my teeth. I feel like Baltimore or Seattle, if I'm being completely honest. I want it to be Seattle. I would not have a problem with Seattle being in the World Series, even if they do kick our ass again. This time it's deserved. But I want Seattle. I've said that myself. Hey, at least they're going to be on a title run. They're going to be on a national title run. And even then, if they don't, they're still going to win 9 games. Which is good enough for me. Which is good enough for me. Yeah, I can see it. So why are they not ranked? 'Cause people are sleeping on Mississippi State. They did it last year. They're doing it this year. Just because Mike Leach died. They're returning so many starters that are seniors or juniors. Will Rogers seems like he's actually made some a forward progress in his career, that he actually may be a better quarterback this year, and he's already got all the records. They don't know. They just don't know. They just don't know. They're not ranked because they don't want to give any respect. So they'll be ranked by week 3. They did receive votes, but they'll be ranked by week 3. But I don't believe in the AP poll. Of course, they're going to rank Texas A&M over Mississippi State because hype, right? So I don't believe that your 2 toughest SEC games are at home, LSU and Bama. And LSU is a joke, and Bama has no quarterback. Oh, well, actually, no, Jay Daniels ain't a good quarterback either. We should beat both of them. Bama has no quarterback. LSU, Jaden Daniels is a fraud. And I don't think LSU is going to be as good as they were last year. I think it was a one-year wonder, at least for now. They had a really good first year under Brian Kelly. I don't think they will have the same year this year. I think they're overrated. I think they're overrated just because they won the division. They're overrated. I actually have more respect for Texas A&M. So, yes. I know. Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, I feel sorry for them too. 38th minute. Hopefully they're getting paid their money's worth. Header saved by Nawel. Big chance by Pumas, and they think there's a handball there. They traded him anyway. I mean, I don't see the handball. Nice header by Huerta. It did go off of... Fantasy draft start in 15 minutes. Let's see. What quarter? Take Joe Burrow. See if Saban can hold on to them without ridiculous NIL money being thrown around. We'll see. Bill Manning needs to be shot into the sun. That's what he needs. 39th minute. Shoot him into the sun. 39th minute. Diaz playing forward. Criminal that Bill Manning will be involved in the hiring of a new manager after he's already messed up horribly on his previous 2 hires. The club's a joke. Is there another game today? No. But I'll be live tomorrow for Pachuca versus Atletico San Luis. So normally I'm off on Monday, so there is that. But I'll review this. So there you go. – 40th minute. Pumas are starting to get forward a bit. I agree with that. Logan Paul is a great entertainer and a good pro wrestler. I agree. That's the only reason why I give him any respect. I like him better than Jake, only because he's a good wrestler and a good entertainer. I give him respect for that. He's tolerable. playing forward. 0-0, 0-0. Tigres. Again, both teams are trying to feel each other out here. I don't really see any big moments. Cross in! And Cordova can't get there. They need Gignac. They legitimately need Gignac. Frankly, if I was Tigres, I'd bring on Oziel if he could play a whole half. I'd bring on Oziel. They need Gignac. Pumas are bouncing back well from the Juarez game, I could say. It hasn't completely gone off the rails like the Juarez game did. That game went off the rails. Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing Jake in WWE as well. My question, though, is will he be as good of a wrestler, even better than Logan? Probably not. Like, Jake Paul to me is a Gronk. Logan actually has natural charisma. I have to give it to Logan. Logan actually has natural charisma. Jake basically seems like a Gronk. So, I don't think he has it like his brother does. They got the right one. People say Lucho Acosta and Hani Mukhtar and even Espinoza for MLS MVP. Well, Messi hasn't been there for more than 1 week. So, Lucho Acosta would be the right decision. If Messi was there if Messi wins MVP off the back of 12 matches, I would be shocked. Or 10 matches, I would be shocked. What about Ibanez? I think he's enough to score a goal when he was Pachuca. But right now at Tigres, he needs more service. He needs more service. I mean, Ibanez hasn't looked bad, but he hasn't got the service. That's the problem. I agree. No, because honestly, '43rd minute. I haven't had it. Haven't even thought about trying it. Just because Logan Paul is a good wrestler and that makes him tolerable to me doesn't mean I want to buy his drink. 43rd minute. Thank you. Pumas playing forward. Cross in, saved by Nawel. I thought he almost spilt that. What about when KSI appears in the Prime mascot outfit? It was funny to see him get splashed through the table. That was funny. Okay, that was funny. What was that? That was WrestleMania last year. Yeah. Messi's getting newcomer of the year. That's right. Pen and paper. All bets are off for that. A 36-year-old getting newcomer of the year. Well, true. That's what that is. It's not rookie of the year. There's a young player of the year. Hawaii game was amazing to watch last night for week 0. Yep. Vandy, at least in out-of-conference games, isn't half bad, which is a step above for them. Well, they were last year, too, out of conference. Which, that'll change, but that was this year's Mania, dumbass. Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't watch Mania Saturday because TFC played. Yeah, they were wrestling on Saturday. Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, it felt like it was a year ago, too. Felt like it did it twice. Shows you how time flies. Shows you how good the SEC is. It just means more, my friend. It just means more. Canada wins the second in the row at the FIBA World Cup. They beat Lebanon 128-73. Canada's good. 6 minutes of stoppage time. In the first half, well, there was an injury. Yeah, fair enough. 6 minutes. Fair enough. Long ball. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Crazy how Pookie and Bogus have come in and dominated the league after just being in the Premier League starting. Bogus was in the Prem? When did that happen? 46 minute. Bogus was in the Prem? Oh, Leeds. Leeds. I forgot he was a Leeds player. My bad. I forgot he played for Leeds. He only played one game at Leeds, though. One league match at Leeds. And he played against... Hold on. One league appearance in the championship. He didn't even play in the Premier League. He played in the championship. So let's see, he didn't play in the Premier League if you want to split hairs. 46 minute. They probably would. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. And they gave Vandy first place votes, but not us. Well, yeah, let's prove them all wrong. Hell, I'd rather prove... Well, hey, the last time Mississippi State almost won the freaking division, we got no first place votes. We were last. This always happens. The Dak Prescott year. We were first in the nation. Preseason, we were voted last in the division. It happens every year. It happens every year. Okay? We get underrated. People know when we step on the field, we mean business. Okay? So it doesn't matter what they say in August and July. It doesn't matter. It matters what the boys do in September and on. So I don't take any stock into the bullshit that anybody says. After the Dak year, I take no stock in the polls, especially the preseason polls. The media days, I take no stock in that. I know what I know. I see what I see. I watch the spring game. I know what we are. I should hit the over on the wins, though. I should do that. I should have done it last year. But other than that, I don't take stock in nothing. 48th minute, saved by Nawell off the corner. I don't. True. Mid-table Prem to MLS pipelines. Real Cucho started the trend when he was at Watford. True. Championship. How does that question make any sense? Mississippi State got one. Whoever placed that vote, my respect to you. Whoever placed that first place vote, the West, my respect to you. You're going to be right. You're going to be right. Respect. Central American team, Olympia maybe? Other than that, no. Like Olympia may, but they did get champions cursed. But look at their league form, though. That's weird. See, this is why it's the champions curse. If you look at Olympia's league form, you think they should be top of their group in the Central American Cup. They got champions cursed. It's the only explanation of why they're finishing third, or they may miss the knockouts. Thoughts on the Cowboys getting Trey Lance? Dak's about to get stabbed in the back. Trey Lance will be taught by Dak for like 2 years, and then they'll stab Dak in the back and put Trey Lance as a starter. I know it. I just know it. Dallas my pick for the NFC East. I'm good with it. Eagles will fall off a bit. I was happy to see the Rams get their ass kicked, even though it's preseason. 50th minute. I love it. What, Portugal? Again, the last time we were first in the nation, we were last in the division. We were voted last in the division at media days. So, again, I take no stock into that. We did get a first place vote. How did we still end up 7th, though? I don't get it. But the last time we ended up first in the nation, The only time we were voted last in the division at media days. Again, I take no stock into that after the Dak year. I don't believe. I'm like, okay, all right. Prove the world wrong, I guess. Okay. Prove them wrong. We got a first place vote, but Kentucky didn't. Or Florida or Missouri or Mizzou. And now we end up 7th again. The math is off. The math is off. And Ole Miss did. The math is off. Lord. Seems like it'll be November of this year. But okay. It seems like it'll be November of this year. Well, November, December, January. You should do a watch party of the Brasileiro, the Brazilian soccer league. Halftime, 0-0, 0-0, medio tiempo, 0-0. Hopefully the second half we don't go off the rails as much. We'll see though. I've considered it, but we'll see. I do like the Brasileiro. If it's on it's on Paramount Plus. I could easily do it. I think 28. It's 30. 32 in 2 years. Can the Pats trade him if the Cowboys want to ditch him? I'd be happy with that. Mac sucks. Bailey Zappi sucks. I'd love it if the Cowboys traded him to the Patriots. I would love it. In 2 seconds, I'd buy a Dak Prescott Patriots jersey in 2 seconds. Flat. 2 seconds flat. There we go. Mac sucks. Mac will not pan out. He sucks. You're telling me we could get Dak instead of Mac? I'm down. 100%. Do it. Do it. Do it. If they're going to stab him in the back, the Cowboys, yeah, send Mac over there to be the backup to Trey Lance. Go right ahead. Hell, send Zappy too. Send Zappy too. Mac wasn't even that good in the preseason, which scares me because Bill O'Brien's supposed to be a good offensive coordinator, right? Lord have mercy. We're a solid 7-win team. I mean, it helps me do these games, though. So. True. How about you trade Dak to New England then? Sucks. Oh. Well, that's good news. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I'm not ready to admit defeat on Mac. He was horrible in the preseason. And Bill O'Brien's supposed to be a good offensive coordinator. Zappy wasn't even that good. I'm sorry, but it may not have been the fact that Matt Patricia's a total complete idiot. Mac just might suck. I hope I'm wrong, but he's already mid at Alabama. Like, I'd rather have Stetson Bennett at this point. And Zappy is just media hype, so I don't know. Aaron Long sucks. I agree with that. But they were supposed to think Bill O'Brien was better, and it hasn't really panned out yet. How do we lose to Tennessee? Tennessee! They're supposed to suck this year. And the Houston Texans, but at least that was week 1. I'm starting to freak out. I don't know what Bill was thinking of putting Matt Patricia at that spot. I don't know. Like, like Matt Patricia made me want Josh McDaniels back. That's how bad he was. And I hate Josh McDaniels. Or let's put it like this. At that point, I started to hate Josh McDaniels when he left. And I wanted him back after Matt Patricia was the offensive coordinator. I wanted Josh McDaniels back. Like what, 2018 was about when I started to like trading senior at Mississippi State. They don't even have a men's team. Hey, maybe he could be the kicker. We need a kicker. He could be the kicker, but every time he missed, he'd throw a fit. I don't know. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. 0-0. Settle with settle. Pretty much just them trying to find their groove. See what happens in the second half. Sit tight. We'll be back. We're back for the stats at the half. 42% possession to 58% possession. 0.55 expected goals to 7. 8 shots to 2. 2 big chances to 0. 2 big chances missed to 0. 149 accurate passes, 81%. 219, 83%. 5 fouls to 5. 0 offside to 0. 1 corner to 0. 8 shots to 2. 4 shots on goal to 0. 185 passes to 264, 81% pass accuracy to 83, 11 throws to 12, 3 offside, 3 yellows to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half. Settle with settle. To me, I think it's been half of the teams trying to find themselves forward, play hard, and basically start a chess match. I don't think there's really been anything where there's been a better team. I think, yes, Pumas has had more possession and more shots, but to me, I think both teams have been doing enough just to take a draw at the half, and try to build something from the half. They're trying to find ways to step forward, push the ball forward, find goals, trying to really just make the second half be the answer, trying to fill each other out. That's what they've been doing for all 45 minutes. I think it's been a very close game. I think Pumas has looked a lot better than they did in the first week, or the last game, I should say, against Juarez. I think they've looked so much better against Tigres than they did against Juarez, which is weird because, well, no, Tigres is lower than Juarez, but they're only 2 points off, so it's not far off. But there we go. Probably. Oh, by the way, thank you for joining the Dynasty Squad tier as a member. Thank you. Gracias. Means a lot. Gave you a shout out, of course, earlier, but must have done it earlier. Tennessee won't suck until they rebuild. They got Joe Milton. He's not looking bad, I admit. They beat Clemson. Don't forget, Clemson are overrated. They suck. A.J. Brown and Tony Pollard. Good picks. Good picks. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Super chats are on. Let's roll. Let's roll. Another 45 minutes. We'll review this match, and there you go. But yeah, Clemson is trash. I agree. Clemson is way overrated. I wonder if Josh Pate's talking about the Week 0 games today on Late Kick. Yeah, I'll watch Late Kick later probably. I don't know. Speaking of Late Kick, we got a Late Kick tomorrow at 10 o'clock. A late kick between Pachuca and Atletico San Luis. See what I did there? See what I did there? Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was good. That was good. I definitely got the charisma. You're not wrong. I definitely got the charisma. I got the gift of gab. I know that for sure. So you're not, and I'm definitely at least I think I'm a bit taller than Enzo, but yeah. But you know what? That's not a bad call. I won't lie. It's better than being called Santino Marella. At least you admit I got the charisma. Let's go. I'll take that one. Let's go. I'll take that one. No, Messi should win the Ballon d'Or. It's now Mark Andrews. That's actually a good pick. Shit, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Second half's about to start. Saw a video of the top 15 favorites to win the 2026 World Cup. Norway was 15th. Mexico 14th. Ruined the video for me. Mexico, at least, if they get it right, they have a chance. Norway, though? Like, Holland can't carry that team and Ødegaard can't carry that team by themselves. I wish they would at least make the tournament, but 15th favorite? They should make the tournament. Just because they're there don't mean... Alrighty, then. That crack must be good, whoever made that video. They must have been high. It must have been Towley. It must have been Towley who made that video. It must have been Towley. Because he was high. Don't forget to bring a towel. I always get tight ends in the first 3 rounds, so I don't end up with a mid one. There's only 5 or 6 good tight ends that can make a difference. I agree. I guess Kelsey was already taken. Mark Andrews ain't bad. He ain't bad. He's good. Evan Engram, maybe. World Cup Travels is what the channel is called. Interesting. I may have to look up that video just to laugh for a good laugh. At least Armas had a plan. Bradley never had a plan, and Terry's just spineless. So you know what? Armas had a plan. He was just thrown into a bad situation, if I'm being honest. After looking back at it, Armas was sort of bent over a barrel. He had a plan. He had an idea. He was just put with people who can't run that fast, which really shot it in the foot. They knew what they were doing when they hired him. They wanted Bradley. Like, I'm legitimately going to put on my tinfoil hat and say this. They wanted Bradley. They were using Armas as a stopgap. At the worst, they barely missed. At best, they barely missed the playoffs. They still fire him. At worst, what happened happened. Then they railroaded Javier Perez, which is the best football we played in 3 years. But Armas got bent over a barrel. I kind of feel like, and I kind of also feel like Bill Manning wanted nothing to do with Ali Curtis. So he basically tanked 2021 to get his guy and get Bradley to basically have a reason to have a rebuild and do it his way. I feel like now that I think about it, I think Armas was screwed over. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. If you think about it, Bradley was always going to get out of his contract with LAFC. He was always going to leave. They played like absolute shit in 2021. It was the worst year of Bradley's time in LAFC. We thought things just ran stale. Now, it turns out he turned shit. But the point being is, Armas got screwed, I think, in the end. I watched that Leon-Toronto tie once again a couple of months ago on Tubi because they have the replays on there. And honestly, they played some good football. It's better than what I've seen for the past 6 months. The fact that I'm pining over that is just sad. But Armas, again, if you watch those games, those Leon games, he had a plan. He got bent over a barrel. They knew what they were doing with him. He was never going to last past 2021. I have a funny feeling. And to blame him, that was wrong, to be honest. So, Trevor Lamar, I'd take Trevor. Olave, not bad. France 2026, not a bad move. Not a bad call. Second half's about to start. But again, I feel like I'm actually probably right there. I feel like there's a big old conspiracy. Like they knew what they were doing. Super chat if Pumas wins. Let's see then. Now you're making me want to root for Pumas. See, I was wearing the Mexico jersey because I have a soft spot for both teams. I couldn't put one over the other. And now you're making me put one over the other. Pumas have been slightly better, at least on getting the ball close to the net. So maybe. See, that's not what I was trying to do. Put one over the other. I wasn't trying to put one over the other. 45th minute. See what you did? "45th minute, we're off in the second half, 0-0, 0-0. I see this game will be a draw. Pumas have sucked. Do you think FIFA should bring back to the word?" Why do you keep calling me? What? It's Ryan. Do you think that FIFA should allow Mexicans to do the grito again? I'm not stepping in that. If you say no, you piss off the Mexicans. If you say yes, you piss off lots of people. I'm not stepping in that. You say no, you piss off the Mexicans. You say yes, you piss off everybody else. I'm not stepping in that. I'm not stepping in that. Exactly. They shouldn't be able. The grito shouldn't be done. Point blank. You know what? I'm going to step in it. The grito shouldn't be done. The grito shouldn't be allowed. It is kind of ironic because FIFA went to Qatar, but no, it shouldn't be allowed. The grito should not be allowed to be done. It makes FIFA look like hypocrites because they went to Qatar, but the grito shouldn't be a thing. Now, you could say FIFA has no place to tell them because they're hypocrites, but other than that, oh. But point being is, yes, the grito should be eradicated. FIFA are still hypocrites, though. They should have never went to Qatar either, but .49th minute. Free kick here. I agree with that. I agree with that. Simple. I agree. If it makes somebody feel unwelcome, shouldn't be done. Shot. A goal. Goal for Pumas. Goal for Pumas. Goal for Pumas. 1-0. 1-0. Goal. 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 Well, maybe I'll get my super chat then. Goal. Pumas score. Beautiful shot, too. Well, I don't know what Nawell was doing there. I don't know what he was doing there, but Fernandez makes up for the early miss. The early miss. 51st minute. Gabriel Fernandez scores. The Uruguayan. Top of the box. And Nawell just... Okay, that's not like him. Gabriel Fernandez scores 1-0. They weren't even looking at that ball. 51st minute. 1-0. 1-0. Not a bad take. I would have taken Joe Burrow, but Puma scores 1. Steven's got it. Joe was gone. Okay. Patrick was gone too. Shot, save. Jalen. Yeah, it hurts. Was Bryce Young's playing for Carolina. That's not good enough. 52nd minute, maybe in 2 years. Tigres losing to Pumas. Pumas jump up to 4th because of this? Huh, if they hold on. Interesting. I would agree with that. Bryce Young's going to get pummeled by that bad O-line. Yeah, probably. 53rd minute. Yeah, me too. Pumas, 4 partidos. Luca. Are their names anywhere? I have no idea. Texans 10-7 Saints. Second quarter. Ah, hell. The Saints don't even... I just want the Saints to win the NFC South. At least they may have some. I don't know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Big news to tell you in about 20 minutes. Well, yeah, we'll be on here in about 20 minutes, so yeah, you better. Jameis Winston. Saints got Jameis Winston. But they also have what's Carr. Derek Carr. Derek Carr. Carr's the starter. I mean, he ain't too bad. I like Derek Carr. Just got Beast Ball. What? What? I'm not up to that. 55th minute, 1-0. I'm not up to that. Playing forward, 55th minute. Here's a chance. Advantage play. Pumas. Top of the box. Still over the bar. They could have made it 2, but they don't. Pumas could have made it 2, but they do not. Man, what if they did? What if they did? This game would be so much different. Playing forward. Set stage for you. Terry McLaurin, that's a good move. 56th minute. Oh. October 12, 2019, the Edmonton CFL team, then known as the Eskimos, beat the BC Lions at home 19-6 at Commonwealth Stadium. Are you saying the Edmonton Elks might just be winning at home? That was the last time they won a home game. Are you telling me the Edmonton Elks are about to win a game at home? They've changed their name twice since. Playing forward. Tell me they're about to win at home. 58th minute. Playing forward is Pumas. They were headed the fourth against the Ottawa Red Blacks. Interesting. Playing forward. Almost gave it away. Gave it away, didn't he? 58th minute. They just scored a touchdown. Good for them. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Good. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going, okay? Go. Hold on, Pumas. Give me my damn super chat. I'm going to buy the Portland FC jersey if they next parlay win. Nice. Sounds good. Edmonton 30, Ottawa 14. $240. Yep, because MLS. Apple TV jerseys cost a lot, I guess. 58th minute. I know. Crazy. '58th minute. Pumas have played slightly better, and they have the lead. Nice. That's out for a corner for Tigres. Pumas have bounced back well from the Juarez loss. Fernandez with a goal. Dineno has a yellow. Huerta has a yellow. Referees being tough tonight. Calling the yellows. Should I buy the replica for $140? I think Portland's one of those jerseys that you have to buy the authentic if you want it. I think those are one of them. I think Portland is one of those jerseys you have to buy the authentic of if you want it, at least the home kit. There are some jerseys where you can buy the replica and it's not too bad of a difference. The home kit of Portland is one of those where there's a difference, I think. So St. Louis didn't really have a difference on their replica and authentic. Foul. No foul. Tigres playing forward. Have a replica St. Louis. I like the replica. Have a replica Pozuelo Miami kit because that pink kit really... I don't think there's much difference on the pink kit to where I thought an authentic would be better. The Miami away kit, the Messi away kit, I think I would probably go authentic there. 60th minute. I like the Apple logo with MLS on the side. Me too. '61st minute. Club America plays Barcelona Femenil on 29th of August. Tigres Femenil plays Real Madrid Femenil sometime, a couple of days. Auto-drafted Eagles defense. That's a pretty good defense. I think the draft, what you're telling me about your fantasy draft, I think you've picked some good players. Cross in. That'll be cleared by Tigres, 62nd minute. I think you're picking some good players. What authentics do you have? All my Toronto kits are authentics. The keeper kit I have, which is supposed to represent a Toronto kit. The Vancouver Whitecaps kit I have is an authentic. The USA Josie Altidore kit I have is authentic. The Chelsea kit, the Nike Chelsea kit I have is an authentic. I'm trying to think. Let's see. St. Louis's replica, Miami's replica, Nashville's a replica, Mexico's a replica, Canada, both Canada kits are authentics. Bayern's a replica. The Huddersfield kit I have is an authentic. Real Madrid kit, replica. It's a half and half, really. From Montreal, but I don't like the shirt. Which one, the home kit or the away kit? I actually like Montreal's home kit. I would never buy it, but I like the look. The away kit sort of looks like Arsenal, but gray and blue instead of red and white. That's oof. 63rd minute. I like the blue kit though. I like the blue Montreal, their new home kit. I like that. I would never buy it. I don't care how much I like it, but it's a cool kit. I like the blue and silver. Much better than the black kit they had the 2 years before. Buy for your collection jersey. Even if it's in my collection, I feel dirty. Especially if I bought it. Now, if it was sent to me as fan mail, I can't say no, and I'm not going to microwave it either. I'm not going to destroy somebody else's money. So, if somebody were to, say, troll me by sending me a Montreal kit, I'm not going to destroy it either. It'll just collect dust in my closet. What side do you order the jersey from? MLSstore.com, MLS-wise. Anywhere else, I got a mystery footy kit, which is the Huddersfield kit. The Bayern, Real, Chelsea kits came from Soccer Master. My Louisville kit's an authentic. I'm getting that printed, but that came from the Louisville City store. My Canada kit came from Fanatics, which is pretty much MLS store. The Toronto kits. What if I sent you an Ole Miss jersey? Same thing applies. But there's times where I root for Ole Miss begrudgingly. So it could be useful for that, especially if it's the powder blue one. It depends on their bowl matchup and all that. Like sometimes I begrudgingly root for Ole Miss. I'm not going to lie. Or when they play Mizzou, I'll root for Ole Miss because I hate Mizzou more. Alabama, basically versus LSU and Bama. Especially if it helps state, yes. And Mizzou. And sometimes some of their bowl games. I don't even know why Mizzou's in the SEC. Because my dad's like, well, Ole Miss, you're at least from Mississippi. You should at least try to care about them or at least begrudgingly root for them. I'm like, it's just like Montreal, Toronto, but okay. How do you understand one but not the other? But okay. I don't know. But there's at least that, well, yeah, at least I'm from Mississippi. To where I could begrudgingly be like, yeah, they're from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. There's no cultural difference. They're just a bunch of eggheads. Fine. Works for me. They were a Conference USA team that catfished their way into SEC after a couple ridiculous seasons. You mean Big 12. You mean Big 12. Which team in the MLS has probably, I think, St. Louis. 67th minute, 1-0 Pumas. Cross in. Conference USA. Mizzou was a Big 12 team. That's when they had their crazy seasons. Ole Miss was always in the SEC. Who were somehow in the Big 12 because reasons. And then got to the SEC because of those big seasons. The thing auto-drafted a kicker. I was there to make my pick and it auto-drafted even though I had 50 seconds left. Who did they give you? What kicker did they give you? If you're mad, it probably isn't Justin Tucker or whatever. It's probably Roberto Aguayo. It's probably Roberto Aguayo, if he's even on a roster. 68th minute. I hope I better not hear any Brandon Aubrey slander. Come on, don't do that. Jason Muses. Yeah, you're in trouble. Better go to the waiver wire for a kicker. Go get Brandon Aubrey off the waiver wire. I don't know if anybody else is going to pick him. Go get Brandon Aubrey off the waiver wire. Dineno. Gabriel Fernandez is coming off for Gustavo Del Prete. The goal scorer coming off for Del Prete. Who's the second best player in MLS? I think it's Cucho. Denny Bouanga. Messi then Denny Bouanga. Then Lucho Acosta. The CUSA team about Missouri's from a Matt Mitchell video. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember now. Conference USA, Missouri. I hate Mizzou. They should have never been in the SEC. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious. Colorado in the FBS basement. That was hilarious. I think that was when they were trying to scare Georgia straight, like when Mizzou almost beat them. I think I remember what you're talking about. That was when Mizzou almost got beat by, or Georgia almost got beat by Mizzou, and they sent Georgia to the FBS basement to scare them straight. I think, yeah, that was hilarious. Yellow card. Pumas minus 340. That's got to be live to win. A draw is plus 350. Tigres plus 1,300. As of now, that's got to be live. I end up getting Odell anyways. Yeah, Odell's a good pick. $7.5-point dog to my bye week. And Toronto is a 4.5-goal dog to their bye week. It didn't auto-draft for me this time. And Toronto's a 4.5-goal dog to their bye week on Saturday. Probably 7, if we're being honest. I know how that feels. 70th minute. I know how that feels. '71st minute, 1-0, 1-0. They did. Good for UConn. But hey, at least they have basketball, right? Cross in. Cleared. It almost set it up being a corner. Corner for Pumas. It rolls out for a corner. But hey, at least they have basketball. Both men's and women's. I think Gino is still there for the women, yeah. Coaching the women. Gino Oriema. I think he is, right? At least they got basketball. At least they won their opener against New Mexico State. Hey, at least they started their season well, you know. Cross in. Caught by Nawell. Come on. Didn't State beat UConn in the tournament? I think they did. Hold on. I mean, this year. That was 20. They beat him in 2017. I know that. Morgan William, OT, buzzer beater. That was awesome. Hold on. There we go. Playing forward. Goal kick. Yeah. 72nd minute. Last season. In the tournament. They lost to Notre Dame. Yeah, that's the big team they played. They beat Illinois and Creighton. They lost to Notre Dame, which not by much. They only lost by 48. 5 points, which isn't bad. Still lost, but it ain't bad. 73rd minute. Feel like the UConn women's basketball team is not as dominant as they used to be. Yeah, because Mississippi State ended their dominance. Mississippi State ended UConn's dominance. Never forget. Never forget. Mississippi State ended their dominance. 73rd minute. Pumas playing forward. Santos plays on Saturday against Santos. Headed away. 73rd minute. Pumas are playing very well. Yeah, I didn't expect this either. Hey, I didn't expect this either. And by the way, I told you about Lazio money line. They lost. I did give you the Napoli money line. They won. But there's a couple I gave you that lost. So there's a couple that I saw and I said that I gave you that lost. Oziel Herrera's on for Jose Angulo. Ordonez is on for Angulo. Yeah. Do I get to sing Rocky Top? You can if you want. So State's the new Tennessee. Yes. They're going to pull a Tennessee this year, except finish the job. So, yeah. Rocky Top is awesome. I like that song, yeah. Preferably the Buck Owens version. I need NCAA football from EA Sports back in my life. Well, next year there's going to be an NCAA game. It's back next year. EA Sports College Football or whatever. It's going to be some. I need a PS5 before that comes out. Yeah. 75th minute. George Pickens in the late rounds. We're going to take another QB, but I knew I had to take Pickens. Don't take Mac Jones. They're licensing their teams into the game, yes. In the game, yes. Days of defeat, but tomorrow I'll take the win. That's the way you should be. There's always a new chance to win. Every day there's a new chance to win. You can't win every day. Hopefully your losses are rare, but you can't win every day. You can't win every day. That's the way to look at it. If you lose, you tried your best. But you can't win every day. Just make sure your losses are very rare. Because you're going to lose. Some days you're going to lose. Plays forward. Ooh. That's life. Some days you're going to lose. Can't be undefeated. Ordonez on for Cordova, for Tigres. 77th minute. Ooh. That'll be a goal kick. Good thing I got Pickens because either Clayton or Odell going out, I feel. McLaurin or Odell going out. Yeah, I can see that. Who do you think has the best wrestling theme song? John Cena, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, his old theme song, Shinsuke Nakamura. I think CM Punk is... Punk's theme song is still awesome. Hell. All three of them. Misera Cantare, This Fire Burns, Cult of Personality, all three of them are great. Bray Wyatt's theme song was amazing. Still is a song. Jared Goff is my backup. Yeah, he's actually been good with the lines. So not bad. 78th minute. Do Miami or Portland game Wednesday? Well, I'm doing Toronto. I'm covering Toronto. Again. But hey, the Miami game might be postponed due to the hurricane, so it's probably good I don't have that on my schedule. Bray ain't hard to find. All you got to do is look up at the sky and follow the buzzards. Why did I not cover Miami yesterday? Nice. '79th minute. $11 more minutes plus stoppage time. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. 1-0. 1-0 Pumas. Pumas has done just enough. Portland's the best game for Wednesday that won't be hit by a hurricane. Yeah. Obviously won't be. You're right about that. But Cesar Huerta. Player in the zone. Didn't really do much. '80th minute. Best tag team on the planet. FTR. Cross in. WWE, I love Sammy and Kevin, but they're not. They're a tag team because they got put together. It's FTR. It's the Revival. Down! Penalty! 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 Para Puma! Penalty! That is... Aquino took him down. No, yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. He pulled him. Yeah, that's a pen. Trailing leg, pulled him. That's a penalty. Stonewall. Penalty. Pumas. I think that's a pen without looking at VAR, to be honest. Looks like Dineno's going to take. Juan Dineno is going to take the penalty if it's complete, if it's confirmed. Dineno to take. Exactly. I think that's a pen. I don't know if they're trying to check it or he's just trying to corral them. I'm not completely sure. Dinero to take this penalty. If he scores, Pumas with 9 minutes plus stoppage time have this game under wraps, to be completely honest. I mean, the way Tigres are playing, I think they have it under wraps. Usos broke up. Like, greatest tag team ever, Usos probably are, but they technically have broken up, so. And Young Bucks are not the greatest tag team ever. The Young Bucks are flippy, are spot monkey merchants. That's what they are. The Young Bucks are a group of spot monkeys. They're not the greatest tag team ever. They're a bunch of flippy shit merchants. The Bucks ain't nothing. Okay? I may have went a little bit Jim Cornette there, but it's true. 83rd minute. What is Nawell doing? What is he doing? 83rd minute. Dinero versus Nawell. Long run up shot. Goal. 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 Gol de Pumas! Gol de Dinero! Scores the penalty in the 84th minute. 2-0, 2-0. Every word Jim Cornette says was or is true. You just have to figure out if the was or is applies. Well, him about the Young Bucks is true. It's not was true. It is true. Portland beats RSL. Toronto loses to Philly. Miami wins if they play against Nashville. If the Hurricane doesn't knock that game out, they win. Miami wins. Edmonton won. They finally won a game at home. Sound the horns. 2-0 Pumas, 85th minute. They got 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Look at the Wednesday games. So Wednesday, playing forward, 85th minute, 5 minutes plus stoppage time. That's a good move. Awesome for them. Predictions for Wednesday. Wednesday predictions. Atlanta versus Cincy. Draw. Both teams to score. Orlando beats Charlotte. Miami beats Nashville if they play, if the Hurricane doesn't knock it out. New England beats Red Bulls. Montreal beats NYCFC. Philly beats Toronto. Seattle beats Austin. Vancouver beats Chicago. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with a draw there since they're in Chicago. 2-0 Dinero's off for Gutierrez. I'm going to go with a draw. Crew beats the Dynamo. Minnesota, Colorado. Minnesota wins. St. Louis beats Dallas. Portland beats RSL. San Jose draws the Galaxy. There's my predictions. Boom. Raheem Mostert back up. Not bad. Saints score a field goal, 10-10. Ball crossed in, 87th minute. Was supposed to be crossed in. Who's the greatest wrestler of all time? Ooh. Total package, Stone Cold Steve Austin. In-ring work, I got to go Bret Hart for the in-ring work. For total package, Stone Cold. All time. Total package is Stone Cold. In-ring work, Bret Hart. Bret Hart was a cut above when it came to the in-ring work. He didn't have no charisma, but he had the in-ring work. Plays forward. Free kick for Tigres, 87th minute. I think Ric Flair was... Here's the thing about Shawn. Shawn had the charisma, okay? Bret Hart, in the ring, his ring work is the best I've ever seen. I like Shawn more. I think Shawn has more charisma. In ring, Shawn couldn't touch Bret Hart. Like, in-ring work-wise, Bret was the better wrestler. Shawn had way more charisma. I think Shawn was cooler, in my opinion. I like Shawn better, but Bret Hart, like, if I'm watching to be entertained, I like Shawn better. If I'm watching to be like, yeah, I want to watch some ring work, I want to watch some good ring work, Bret Hart, easily. Shawn Michaels had more 5-star matches. Yeah, but it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. And I think some of his 5-star matches were with Bret. Even though Bret hated his guts. So, Luis Quinones coming on 89th minute. Or coming off. Luis Quinones coming off in the 89th minute. And Rafael Carioca coming off. Fierro on. I still like Shawn better. Quinones for Gonzalez. Bret's 5 stars. I think the match with Shawn at Mania, that was a 5-star. If it wasn't for the Montreal screw job, I think the Montreal match would have been a 5-star. But of course, they can't give it 5 stars. I think the in-ring work, though. Bret tried to make that something. Bret versus Austin. At Mania, of course. The I Quit match. That was a 5-star match in my book. 90th minute. 2-0. 2-0. How much stoppage time? Jesus better be here. He said if Pumas won. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart at SummerSlam. There's another one. Bret versus Owen. Yep. That was a 5-star match. 5 minutes. Shot. And Owen, he was amazing. Owen was way better in the ring that people like to Yeah, that is funny. Four minutes left. 2 subs for Pumas. But again, I think Owen was very underrated. Match for the King of Hearts and the match that made Stone Cold Stone Cold. Yep, those were some 5-star matches. Shawn only has 2 as well. See? Bret's the better in-ring worker. Bret Hart's best match was Stone Cold. Yep. 2 Shawn 5 stars. The Undertaker matches. The matches with Undertaker. Both of them. WrestleMania 25 and 26. The 2 matches with Taker. The 2 Mania matches with Taker. 92nd minute. 2-1. Ooh. Ozzy Herrera makes it 2-1 with 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. It's 2-1. Ozzy Herrera. Dos a uno. Cross in. And Ozzy gets the header that beats Gonzalez. Halftime. Couple of minutes. Come on, Pumas. Don't blow this. 90 plus 3 for Ozzy. Got 2 minutes. You shouldn't blow this. Come on, come on, come on. I want my damn super chat. Come on. Don't blow this. 93rd minute. Rebel happy. Sean's second Meltzer 5-star was against Undertaker in the first Hell in a Cell match. That one saw the debut of Kane. Look out, at least Hell in a Cell. I still think their Mania matches were better. Yeezus said Pumas wins. He's super chatting. That's what he said. Of course, one of Yeezus' bets. First one, come on, you know this. Triple H, Shawn Michaels. What was Shawn's huge match before that? Montreal Screwjob. Oh, wait. Shawn Taker Mania. The Boyhood Dream. That was 5-star. Monterey Cruises will start after this game is done. The zip line. Boyhood Dream has come true. 95th minute. Who was the better man during the Shawn Michaels Triple H? Triple H. 95th minute. Player down. The ladder match. Razor Ramon. The ladder match. With Razor. WrestleMania 10. Goal kick. Yeah, that was a 5-star match, yeah. Exactly. 96th minute. Playing forward. Full time. Full time. Full time. It is 2-1. 2-1. Pumas. Pumas win. Domingo Futbolero. Jornada 6. Big old win for Pumas. They needed to win this game. They're top 4 now. They're top 4 in Liga MX Apertura. I know. 2-1. Big win. Big win. Big win. Full time. Boom, 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 boom. Big win for Pumas. I agree. Well-deserved win for Pumas. Well-deserved, well-fought win. We're going to wait this out a bit. Big win for Pumas. Let's write out the stats. Just get that done already. Let's get that done. 6 on 4. Miz. Fails. Corners. There we go. Boom. All right. Pumas are 4th place, -1 goal differential. Tigres are 8th place. Yep. They just basically swapped. They basically swapped after the game ended here. They pretty much swapped. Yep. Trying to see here, but well, let's see if that does anything. There we go. With that being said, though, 2-1 win for Pumas. Big old win. Rayados play now. Damn, that steel giant looks amazing. Estadio BBVA. Nuevo Leon. Go ahead and do it now. If I was covering it, I'm not, though. Pumas win, you said. I ain't going double or nothing. Pumas won. Let's go. Funny Star Truth moment. Ooh, there's so many. I don't even know if that's... No, him dressing up as the Confederate soldier. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I'm going to go with a low-key one. Him dressing up as the Confederate soldier. That was hilarious. Like, that was hilarious. People may not think that's a hilarious one, but that is a hilarious moment. But again, Pumas win. Big win. Big win. Oh yeah, I remember. I still think the Confederate uniform was funnier. Remember when he actually made Brock laugh? Yeah, I remember that. I just wanted to go with something not many people thought so. Y'all know what time it is. Here we go. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I remember that. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say, what's up? What's up? Myth versus Christian versus hard true for the funny joke. Joaquin Moreno's the interim manager of Cruz Azul. Because Tuca got fired. Even though they just suck. Oh, yeah. He did win the NWA World title once. Houston Texans 17-10. There we go. Jesus with a fiver. Pumas are back. There we go. Yeah, they're top 4 now. I can't believe it. They just completely swapped. Big old swap. Big old swap, you know? They got a big old swap. Swap shop. They were freaking 10th, and then they win a game, and then Tigres fall all the way down to where they were, and they just jump where Tigres was. It's crazy. Liga MX is just crazy. I love the league. It's crazy. That was a good way to start. It was a good way to start, and we'll see you. With that being said, thanks for the $5. Thanks for joining as a member as well on the channel. With that being said, though, that was a good way to start Domingo Futbolero on this channel. Tomorrow, we'll be back within the hour for reviewing the match. If you're going to do that, you'll have to do that tomorrow. Because they're not going to, though. So. But if they do, I might as well double or nothing with Pachuca, though. Might as well. With that being said, we'll see how things turn out. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. See you later. See you within the hour for the review of this match. And then, of course, I'll be live tomorrow for Pachuca versus Atletico San Luis. We got a late kick. I'll see you tomorrow for that. So a review, then we'll see you tomorrow. So with that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.